Greetings, Pokefans! Kevin here, and what's that? Oh, we can't do that because that's not our intro? Oh, Grunty Boy will come after us for copyright infringement? Don't want that to happen. No, I got it. Sorry. Hello, Pokemon Masters! Birdkeeper Kevin here, and what? That's not my intro either? Well, whose is it? Toby's? But that's better than my intro. I know it's not my intro, but it's better than my intro. Oh, he'll send Porygon to put a virus in my phone. Don't want that. What is going on, guys? Kevin John Plays here, and what? What? I can't use his intro either? Because he's got a beard and I don't, and no one will believe I'm him. And he'll come fight me. Hello, Internet! Welcome to Game What? That's not it? Oh, so if I use that, he'll sue me and then claim that my body was taken over by dead children in a pizzeria. Definitely don't want to upset that guy. Hello, everyone. That's it. That's my thing. Those two words. This needs to be edited out. Good deal. Hello, everyone. My name is Elite Trainer Kenway, and if you have been on any social media platform in the last week, you know that the new trailers for Scarlet and Violet dropped last Wednesday, and the internet has been flooded with theories about our new box art legendaries, Miraidon and Koraidon. Seemingly, everyone on this platform has come to the same consensus between Professor Sada and Koraidon and Professor Turo and Miraidon that they represent the past and the future. And with Pokemon Legends Arceus having just come out earlier this year, people are expecting us to see some sort of time travel, and past and future is going to be a major theme in this game, along with motorcycles. But if you know me, you know that I love to go against the grain. So today I have a different perspective for you. I believe that the box art legendaries are going to be riding vehicle dragon Pokemon. I believe that the themes of past and future are there. However, I do not believe that this game will solely focus on past versus future. I believe that Professor Sada and Koraidon and Professor Turo and Miraidon will simply be the catalyst that jumpstarts the next great Pokemon war between Pokemon here on Earth and Pokemon in outer space. That's right, I'm talking about the Ultra Beasts. I believe that the Ultra Beasts will make a return either in Generation 9 or in Generation 10. And if you'll give me just a few moments of your time, I would like to convince you of the same thing. Let's go. So, why do I think that Space Pokemon and Ultra Beasts will take such a huge part in Generation 9? Well, because every single generation of Pokemon that we've gotten has seen us getting new Pokemon on Earth from space. In Generation 1, we had Clefairy and Clefable, Magnemite and Magneton, Staryu and Starmie, who were from space. And we also had Haunter, who was said to be able to open up portals from other dimensions and come here from other dimensions, i.e. outer space. As well as Porygon, who we see in the very second generation of games, gets an upgrade to Porygon 2. Why does he get an upgrade? To explore space, because scientists here on the Pokemon planet know that there are Pokemon and other beings out in space, and that we need to be exploring them before they come here. We also have Cleffa, who is the pre-evolution to Clefairy, another space Pokemon, as well as the Unknown, which we know from Generation 4 came from outer space and basically helped Arceus create the universe. Generation 3, we had, of course, Deoxys and Jirachi, as well as Solrock and Lunatone. In Generation 4, Porygon 2 gets another upgrade, or at the very least, a failed upgrade, giving us Porygon Z. Why were they trying to upgrade Porygon after upgrading it once before? Because they wanted to send Porygon 3 through the Ultra Wormholes to find the Ultra Beast, because they knew that there were more Pokemon out in outer space. We also had Magneton get a proper evolution in the form of Magnezone, which makes him look that much more like a UFO, proving yet again that he is from outer space. And of course, in Generation 4, we have Palkia and Dialga, the literal gods of space and time, as well as Arceus, the god who created our universe. Now, Generations 5 and 6 are obviously the weakest generation in terms of Pokemon from space. The only three Pokemon that we get in Generation 5 are Elgyem, Beheeyem, and Kyurem. And the only Pokemon we get from Generation 6 is Hoopa, which we don't know for a 100% certainty that he is from space. However, we do know that he can rip holes in dimensions, meaning it's obvious he's not from Earth, so he must be from another planet, possibly in another universe. And then of course brings me to Generation 7, which has the most amount of Pokemon coming from outer space. We have the Cosmog line with both box art legendaries. We have Minior, we have Typenol and Silvally, who was created to fight the Ultra Beasts, and we have of course the Ultra Beasts introduced in the Ultra games. And then of course in Generation 8 we have a bigger, badder, more dangerous Ultra Beast in the form of Eternatus. An Ultra Beast so powerful it took 4 Pokemon at the same time to be able to take him down, and once you're able to capture Eternatus, you still could not use his true Gigantamax form. That's how powerful this Pokemon is. Eternatus was a Pokemon more powerful than arguably any Pokemon we've ever seen before. We know for a fact that the Arceus we see in both Hisui and Sinnoh are not the complete form of Arceus. They're just a small piece of Arceus. And given the fight we had between Arceus in those games and the fight we had with Eternatus in Sword and Shield, I'm going to go on record and say that Eternatus is a more powerful Pokemon than the version of Arceus that we've seen so far. Now that brings me to Generation 9. I believe that Generation 7 was simply the first chapter in the war between Earth and outer space. I believe that when we met Eternatus in Generation 8, we saw an Ultra Beast more powerful than everything we've seen in Generation 7. But I believe that Generation 9 will bring a Pokemon from space more powerful than Eternatus or Arceus or any other Pokemon we've ever seen. Now, let's bring what we know and what we can see into Generation 9 and talk about the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet logos, as well as Koraidon and Miraidon, the new box art legendaries. So everyone who has looked at the Scarlet and Violet logo has all basically come to the same conclusion. Pokemon Scarlet looks very classic, looks very old, whereas Pokemon Violet looks very modern, very new. One thing that no one has seemed to have noticed, or at the very least pointed out that I can tell so far, when you take a look at the Pokemon Violet logo by itself, yes, it looks modern, but when you look at the word Violet itself, what do you see? You see a group of stars on a dark purple background, dark purple representing space. When you combine that and the star that appears in both the Scarlet and Violet logos, I believe that the new secret third legendary is going to be a Star Eater Ultra Beast. Now, what do I mean when I say Star Eater? I am convinced that this new third legendary is going to eat its own son, either during our campaign in the story or right beforehand, and it's going to come into our solar system with the intent of eating our son. I believe that is why Miraidon is here. Now, everyone who has looked at Miraidon has all come to the same conclusion, that Miraidon looks like a futuristic hover bike. But when you look at the jetpacks and you look at the carbon fiber on Miraidon's jawline, and you look at its pixelated eyes, and you look at the plasma, all those things can work their way into a hover bike, and that would be a great mechanic to let the player character use Miraidon to ride around in the open world. But all those things can also be true for a spacecraft. I believe that Miraidon's main purpose in this game is going to be to transport the sun-eating third legendary from its solar system to our solar system in order to find new suns for it to eat. I believe it's possible that either this sun-eating Pokemon or its worshippers created Miraidon to transport this Pokemon from star system to star system, because in between it feeding on the energy of different suns, I believe it is too weak to travel itself, or it needs to save its energy in order to consume the next star it gets to. So, a lot of people are speculating that Professor Sada and Turo will be the secret villains of Generation 9, just like Chairman Rose was in Generation 8. I don't think so. I don't think that they're going to be the villains. I believe that both Sada and Turo want to help stop this Pokemon from coming to Earth and eating our sun. I think that they just have differing views on how they want to do that. I believe that Professor Sada wants to either restore or find Koraidon in order to use Koraidon to fight this third legendary. And I believe that Professor Turo wants to capture Miraidon, or more specifically have you capture Miraidon, and use Miraidon to fight this new legendary in its weakened state. And that may be the reason why you're given the Pokedexes by these two professors in this generation. The Pokedex may be given to you by your respective professor in order to test you to see if you have what it takes to capture or restore these two legendary super powerful Pokemon. it may be that the true ending of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet may actually be locked behind completing the regional decks, like it was in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Now, if that's true, it means we will very likely have less than 300 Pokemon in the regional decks, and then after we fill up the decks, we'll get the national decks, which will have 500, 600, 700, however many. So that is it, guys. That is my take on what I think the story for Scarlet and Violet is going to be. I believe that the third legendary is going to use Miraidon to come to Earth in order to eat or devour our sun. And Professor Sada is going to look to the past for a solution. Professor Turo is going to look towards now or towards the future of technology and create a new type of Pokeball in order to capture Miraidon in order to fight this sun-eating Ultra Beast. Now, I know all that sounds crazy, but it does take into account the past versus future, nature versus technology themes that we see surrounding the promotional material for Scarlet and Violet. Now, where is this Pokemon War that I promised you? I genuinely believe that generations 7, 8, and 9 are one long story arc that's going to take us into generation 10, which is where we're actually going to witness and take part in a war between Earth Pokemon and Ultra Beasts. I believe there's going to be an actual, real war between Pokemon from the Earth and all the Pokemon, all or most of the Pokemon from space. I believe that 10 generations in, more than 30 years in, the Pokemon Company and Game Freak are going to have to go big, and there is potentially nothing bigger than a war between Pokemon on Earth and the Pokemon in space. So either in Generation 10, we're going to take the fight to the Pokemon in outer space, or the Pokemon in outer space are going to come to Earth and start the war with us. Now, war is absolutely nothing new to the Pokemon franchise. We have seen different wars being referenced in Generation 6 and Generation 5 as far back as Generation 1 with Lieutenant Surge. While we have seen several references to war in the Pokemon Mainline series games, we have never actually taken part in seeing firsthand the effects of any of these wars. I believe that Generations 7, 8, and 9 will all lead up to an epic conclusion in Generation 10, where we will see Pokemon, trainers, gym leaders, and champions from all around the Pokemon world band together in a single united effort in a cosmic fight to fend off these super Ultra Beasts. And I believe this cataclysmic war will be the restart, will be the actual hard restart for Pokemon moving forward in Generation 11. I genuinely believe that Generation 10 will be the end of the Pokemon world as we know it. Generation 11 will then be the Pokemon universe born anew. Generation 11 will be the first actual recognized hard reset for the Pokemon franchise. While this new powerful third legendary may be the most powerful star-eating Ultra Beast we've ever seen, I believe that the capture and or defeat of this super Ultra Beast will be the spark that brings in more super powerful Ultra Beasts into our solar system. But we'll have to wait 4 years to see if I'm right. That is it for this week's episode, guys. I hope you have a fantastic week. And remember, that's just a theory. Okay! Wait. Oh, I can't say that. Okay. Well, have a good week. Peace.